a great episode for you today.
By we, I mean me. Plus, we'll be making our own crystals. How cool will that be? I'm super excited.
I really love rap music, so I'm gonna go see my friend Yardie Samson to teach me some beats and rhymes. Beats, rhymes.
Naima's Wonder World.
Today we're going to learn about hip-hop music, which is one of the most popular types of music in existence in the world right now, commonly known as rap music. One of our legends, by the name of Rakim, broke down rap as rhythm and poetry.
What's the difference between rhythm and poetry?
Rhythm is the beat, that's what you dance to, that's what you nod your head to. Poetry is the expression. You express whatever you're thinking at the moment. They have a style that they call freestyle, which is you just say whatever comes to your head, but you want to make it sound catchy to the listener, so that's where you make it rhyme, you throw in alliteration. Alliteration, for example, is the big bear bounces back. A lot of words that start with the same letter, it sounds good to the ear. You could throw in metaphors, like, saying that my shiny black car moves like a spaceship. We know it's not a spaceship, but you say that, it gives an image to the listener, right? So the combination of those two makes the magic that we call rap music. Rap music broken down into bars so that the writer, which is the poet, knows exactly where they are. A bar is like a musical measure of distance. So if I say I took 5 steps, that's distance in the real world. If I say I said 4 bars, that's distance in the musical world. So that's just the theory of the rhythm part that we use to keep time.
How do you count bars?
When you hear the beat in the background, you hear the kick, snare, kick, snare. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can double time it if you want to start getting more fly with it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the rhythm is like the foundation, and the poetry is what you build on top of it, making the product, which is rap music. And the idea is you always want it to sound good to the listener. Some rappers talk very intellectual and a lot of stuff that is hard to understand. Some people keep it very simple, but the bottom line, it has to sound good to the ear. It has to make the listener want to move. Because hip hop came from the DJ, and the DJ's main job was to play music to make people want to get up and dance, right? And then it evolved from there into the rapper now, which are the people who get most of the spotlight with their poetry.
When you were a little boy, did you listen to rap music?
Yeah, definitely. I've been listening to rap music since as young as I can remember, because I have 4 older siblings and they were playing music all the time, and I just wanted to listen to what they listened to, right? So that was the music they listened to, so I was into it. I was doing the break dancing, I was doing everything that came with hip hop, except graffiti, because I wasn't that good at art. But yeah, since I was a kid, that's what I was into.
When did you first start rapping?
I want to say it would have been middle school. And funny story, what happened was I was writing raps on a little piece of paper when we were supposed to be doing poetry in class. And I left it in my desk, went home, and then when I came back the next day, I went looking for it and I couldn't find it. And my teacher, shout out Miss Gatecliff, she had put it on the wall because she thought it was just poetry. And she had it posted up on the wall with all the other poems. And she gave me a great mark for it. So in my mind, I was like, well, that's not poetry, that's rap. And she was like, no, that's poetry. And that's when it clicked to me that rap is actually poetry over a beat. It's basically rhythm and poetry.
Who did you listen to at that time?
At that time, when I was really young, and based on what my siblings were listening to, the first 2 that I remember was Run DMC and LL Cool J. And I thought they were the greatest thing I had ever heard.
Can we make some of our own rhymes?
Sure, let's go work on some right now.
Naima's Wonder World.
All right, so before we get started on creating our own raps, we're gonna do a quick overview of some of the basic aspects of poetry that people like to put in their raps just to spice it up. So we're gonna go over alliteration and metaphor. All right, so first off, we're gonna start with alliteration. So alliteration is basically saying 2 or more words that start with the same consonant. So it could be as silly as you want or whatever. For example, the gritty goat grazes green grass, right? It's like hearing the same consonant starting a word, it catches the listener's ear, right? So I want you to come up with examples of alliteration, something that has the same, it doesn't have to be 5 words, it could be 2 or 3 words. All right, do you have an example of alliteration?
Big brown bat blew a big blue bubble.
All right, that was like 7 words put together. Excellent, excellent. All right, Nasira, do you have an example of alliteration?
Yeah. The gross green goblin gobbled green grapes.
Excellent. All right, so you guys picked up that concept. Okay, so you already got the concept of alliteration. You did excellent with that. Now we're going to discuss metaphor. So a metaphor is like a part of speech that describes something as something else, like as a comparison, but it gives you an image of what they're talking about. So for example, if I say, that little boy has a heart of gold, we know his heart is not gold, but it just means that he's got a really good heart, right? Or that performer is a shining star, right? They're not an actual star, but their performance was very exuberant. It shined, right? So that's an example of metaphor. All right, now can you think of an example of a metaphor?
My cat is a big, black, soft blackberry.
All right, there we go. All right, Nasira, you give me an example of a metaphor.
It's raining cats and dogs.
Ah, there we go. Perfect. All right, so now you're ready to start creating your own rap. I'm just gonna go get my friend Kia, because she's gonna help us out.
Naima's Wonder World.
All right, everybody, this is my friend Kia Kadiri. She's gonna work on creating a rap with us. So we've been working on alliteration and metaphor, just getting them up to speed on some of the poetic tools that rappers use. Do you have any examples of alliteration?
See if you can keep up. Watch as I start a conversation. There's no deception to my intention. I find a connection, then I find a direction, then I begin articulation with conviction. Now, deliberation is the careful consideration of discussion. Cohesion must be achieved between the mind and the action to avoid contradistinction. Alliteration is the occurrence of the same letter or sound in succession. Please pay attention to this application of apposition and association. These songs are my aspirations and ambitions, my assertions and ambitions, my aversions, my affections, my aggressions, and my apprehensions. This conversation is a demonstration of my poetic skills and emotion, the final declaration of my internal destination and devotion. The ammunition for this mission is intuition in combination with deep concentration, and the presentation of my argumentation may seem like an aberration, and that's defined as a deviation from what is normal, a mental or a moral lapse. I often feel these ways about myself. My soul breaks down and I collapse. But too many suffer from desperation in this messed up nation. Meanwhile, the elite suffer from abnegation, excessive flattery known as adulation, in the addition to the ascension of corporations or privatization known as denationalization. And is the acquisition of gold more important than afforestation? Because the administration's of poisons and of food have created the state of dilapidation. And now, many are under the assumption that we can fix these wars with battalions. But we need just arbitration to solve altercations and stop assassinations. Did you keep up? Did you count them all? All right, I think you guys are ready to do some rhyming games. I've got a really cool game called Rhymer Timer, where I'm gonna set the timer for 20 seconds, and then I'm gonna give everybody a word, and you need to rhyme with as many words as you can, and the person that gets the most wins. Are you ready to try that?
All right, let's do it.
All right, your word is gonna be red. Go.
Head, fed, bed, said, led. Keep going. Head,
Yeah.
red, like as in red and blue.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
very
very good. Very good.
Red,
Yeah.
red.
Woo! All right, Yardie Samson, I think you're up next. Naima, you got a word for Yardie? Okay, what's the word gonna be?
Hair.
Go.
All right, hair, bear, care, dare, fair, lair, mare, pair, tear, stare, wear, year.
One. Oh! Cut. You came close, but you did not get Naima.
I did not get the record. Oh
she's
no.
bring it up,
All
bring it up,
right,
bring it up.
all right. I did
You
not.
forgot share.
I
Rare,
forgot
share,
share,
dare,
yeah.
lair,
Blair, pear,
Blair. Oh, yeah.
yeah. Oh, I forgot
Tear,
the
earbuds, yeah.
Swear.
And you're
I
on the
swear
spot,
you're gonna
yeah.
tear. All right.
Air.
Air. You forgot air. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. That would have been an easy
And
one.
I'm breathing it.
So the game works kind of like the same as the other game, except everyone tries to think about stuff that rhymes, except for the person who thinks of the word.
Okay. That sounds good. That sounds good.
Watermelon.
Heaven.
Felon.
Rebelling.
Telling.
Yelling.
Gelling.
Swelling.
Felon? No way, I just said felon.
Oh, timer!
Saved by the
That's a
bell.
hard one. You gave us a hard word. Oh my goodness. All right.
You got 8?
I don't know. I
But
was
we
just
counted all together. I wasn't. That's a good way to count it all together too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, we came with collective. We came up with some good rhymes all together. That's a good way to think about it.
Naima's Wonder World.
I really love crystals. I mean, like, I really do. And I learned how to make some in my lab. It's gonna be super great. Can't wait to see you there. Huh? Oh, hey, that you guys? Hi, and welcome to Spectacular Steve. Today we have a special, very special guest, Fred. Yeah, he's an on-talker. We're going to be using 4 things: borax, pipe cleaners, water, and Fred. Wait, what? Fred? Sorry, scratch that. No, Fred. Just 3. Oopsies. Hey, I don't want to be a part of this too. It's okay, Fred. Maybe next time. This is borax, a common household cleaner. It is a mineral made from boron, sorial, oopsies, sorial, I meant to say sodium, oxygen, and water. It has cells that stack together in a 3-dimensional pattern, just like crystals. Do you know what the magical key to making this happen is? No? Okay. It is hot water! I thought it was only useful for drinking and having baths and showers. Cool, right? First, let's make the inside of our crystals using pipe cleaners. I'm gonna take my skewer, pick it up, and instead of using 1 color, I'm gonna use 2. I'm gonna put blue first. I'm gonna try to coil it around really tiny. I'm just gonna try to make a tiny one. I mean, who doesn't like tiny? And now I'm just gonna add the pink and make it go in the opposite direction. I want to make sure it's not covering the blue though, or else there'll just be 1 color. It's okay if it covers it a little bit though. There. Now I'll take it off and put my new one with the other ones I made. Before we put them into the borax and water, we have to tie them onto a skewer. You're gonna need a grown-up's help with pouring this water in. 2 cups. It's okay if it's a little over. Mix in 5 or 6 tablespoons to make it really saturated. Mix it into the borax water and wait overnight. I'm gonna try to make sure that they're not touching. Look at these beautiful crystals we made. Aren't they amazing? They look like real crystals. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.
Naima's Wonder World.
Hey Fred, what's your favorite color? I'm wearing it. It's gold.